Hi folks, my name is Russell Weaver. I'm with Blue Water Candy Lures. I'd like to take a few moments of your time just to talk about some offshore fishing as we get into the fall and October, and this will span over through the winter months and even to the spring. Basically targeting blackfin and wahoo. That's primarily the two offshore species, pelagics, you're going to find this time of year. And what I'd like to talk about is different lures that we make, different rigs. From your traditional pulling ballyhoo to pulling lures by themselves, and a couple different ways you can use them in your spread. So I'd like to first start out with your typical standard ballyhoo sea witch rig. We do them on number 9 wire, 8/0 hook. We also go bigger and do them with a 9/0 hook, or smaller with a 7/0 hook. You can do them skirted or naked. Our traditional 8/0 comes rigged with a skirt, comes with a 1-ounce sea witch on it. And for rigging purposes, you go through belly of the ballyhoo. Make sure you take the time to prepare your ballyhoo properly, get all the internals out, break the back, punch out the eyeballs, cut off the pectoral fins, pinch the tail. Are all the steps that I take just to make sure that the bait will swim nice and free. One thing I'll tell you, anytime you're using bait at any time offshore fishing, please take the time to make sure that your bait is running straight and looks natural, because if it's spinning, it's just deterring any fish from coming into the spread. Typical sea witch rig, you can run it anywhere from your flat line right behind the boat, pinned down, to a release clip or rubber band to your rod or cleat, just to get the line coming parallel to the water. You can run it off riggers to have it skipping across the top of the water. You can change the weight on the head to get a little bit of depth on subsurface off of those riggers. We do this even up to as heavy with a 9/0 hook set, with our 3.5 ounce and even sometimes our 8-ounce popular jag, for those people wanting to get something a little bit heavier while using ballyhoo. Your next option is going to be fishing with no bait at all, or you can mix the two up. A new product that we've come out with this year is called the Mahi Madness, but it's been proven very effective for catching blackfin tuna. It's got a smaller version of what looks to be a Squid Nation flip-flop, just a single inline version of it. And then it's got 3 4.5-inch squid in a Christmas tree style dangling off the back, so you each with a hook, so you have 3 extra rig baits in the spread. This is going to be most effective pulled off of a short rigger, so that this is bouncing, causing a lot of commotion, or you can pull it in the flat line off your rod tip. You want to have the line angle going to the bait so that it raises it up and flops. If it's parallel to the water, if you're letting it too far back or you pin it down the flat line, it's not going to have as much action. So make sure you do have some line angle when pulling the Mahi Madness, but also very well for catching blackfin tuna. From there, another rig that you can pull for wahoo mainly with no bait is our very popular Jagahoo. This is an 8-ounce version. It's pre-rigged, no bait required. It's rigged on 275-pound cable. Comes with stainless steel hook set and the blade to give it the extra flash. Pull it on a downrigger. Pull it off a flat line. High speed it. Very versatile bait. Used wherever. Typically, I would not pull it as a long rigger or as a shotgun, just because it's going to sink a little bit at your normal trolling speeds, and I don't want it to fall down through the rest of my spread if I'm pulling ballyhoo at the same time. So if I'm mixing it in my spread with ballyhoo, I'll typically pull it off a downrigger or planer rod in that case, for offshore fishing, or on a short rigger or flatline. The next item would be a Huda Bomb. Huda Bomb is our 8-ounce jag, paired up with a squid skirt that has egg weights underneath of it. It's rigged on 480-pound cable, going to a double hook 10/0 hook 900-pound cable hook set. This can be used as a high-speed lure, or it can be mixed in as well with your normal spread at your normal 5 to 7 knots. When mixing it with a spread, I pull it off the flat line and I pin it down, the line down, either to a release clip or rubber band, and it gives a big profile as something's chasing any kind of shadow that your boat portrays to be a school of bait fish. Runs about 3 or 4 feet under the water, right there in the flatline area. Highly productive. Last but not least is the Houdini. Houdini is a bullet jet head used for high speed mainly. Again, 480-pound cable to, in the squid version, a 10-aught hook set with 900-pound cable. We also make this in an all mylar version that has an 8-aught hook set, still on 900-pound cable. Can be pulled up to 20 knots, and you can put it as far back, high speed pulling it. You can pull it with or without a trolling lead. But again, if you were to pull it in the spread, I'd probably pull it as a flat line. The only thing you're going to lose is the smoke at the higher speeds. The jets going in through the front blow out through the back of the bait, helping the skirt to expand. And so you really need that extra speed for this to work effectively and look as natural as possible in the water. With any high-speed trolling, again, I keep on mentioning trolling weights. Variety sizes from 16 to 96 ounces. Just like a planer, anytime you're using a trolling weight, you want to have some form of shock leader in between the weight and the bait. I usually recommend at least 30 feet. We do a shock leader here that's 30 feet of 200-pound mono. Seems to be ample enough for anybody looking to do some high-speed wahoo fishing. If you have any questions, please give us a call and let's get you set up and go catch some fish. Thank you.